Buenos dias, guys. Mike in Mexico. I am back here again with another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today I'm going to be talking about three negative things about living here in Tijuana. That's right, I said negative. Usually I'm talking about all the positive stuff, but today I'm going to be giving you guys three negative things. And the first one, I just dealt with this all last night until 6 a.m. in the morning. There are crazy loud parties here that go on and on and on and on the weekend. Música until 3 a.m., bands playing. And to be fair, it doesn't happen too much here in playas. Normally, playas is really quiet. There are sometimes some parties on the weekends, but last night it was young people screaming, having a great time until 6 a.m. in the morning. It didn't really even go quiet until 7. Okay, I still heard people partying, yeah, until 6:30. I heard people screaming like that, and I know I sound like the grumpy old guy when I'm talking like that, but I am 48. I like it quiet, and I don't mind people partying on the weekend as long as you know it doesn't go till 6 a.m. every single night. Okay, like I said, not a frequent occurrence here in playas, but last night it was on turbo. Okay, and I would imagine Sonarrio is gonna have the same stuff. Lots of people partying on the weekend, and like I said, guys, it's just part of the culture here. Police aren't going to come and tell you guys to keep it down. Okay, so if you're looking for peace and quiet, maybe you should go to a smaller place, a smaller town where there's even less people. I think Rosarito has even less people there, but that's the first negative thing. Okay, now the second negative thing, I just dealt with this all last week too, guys. They're always shutting off the water here in playas. Okay, I want to say it happened at least 4 or 5 times where I may get up and brush my teeth and wash my face, everything's working fine, go do something, come back to the sink, water's turned off, and you're like, what the heck? It's happened, I want to say at least 4 or 5 times. This last week was a really bad one because one of the large aqueducts or whatever down in the city, it had blown up, shooting crazy water up in the air, and 632 colonias were affected, as far as I know. Playas was one of them. Rosarito was one of them, and this time we were actually without water for 3 days. Okay, that this was the worst. So when it finally came back on, I was so thankful. I took a shower right away. But to be honest, it happens all the time here. And locals just end up using stored water. You can go and get a big gallon of water for about 19 pesos, which is a little over $1. And that's what people use to survive that time when water is turned off. But to be honest, it's kind of annoying. One time it happened when I had a guest here. Okay, so yeah, they're always turning off the water. Second negative. The third negative thing, and this doesn't happen as often as the water, the electricity goes out sometimes. Okay. Um, you know what? I sometimes I come home and I look at the time, the clock on my microwave, and I notice that it's reset. Okay, I get home maybe 8:30 p.m. at night, and I notice it says 1 p.m. So I know that electricity has gone out again. And there was one time where the electricity went out pretty early in the evening, and I had to figure out, well, what am I going to do? Because I do cook with an electric crock pot. I don't use the propane here to cook. And I was like, well, I guess I can't cook. Okay. And to be fair, That doesn't happen that often. But the water, I mean, like I told you guys, 4 or 5 times. Okay. So, crazy loud parties here on the weekend. You're going to have to contend with that. I don't know, whatever you can, think or do about it. I just accept it. It's not that bad, honestly. And like I said, Playas doesn't really have a lot of parties on the weekends, but occasionally it does happen. Last night was that party was on turbo last night, man. I don't know what they were doing. Okay, I got home, music, banda music was playing. Okay, and other kinds of music was playing. Young people were screaming until 6 a.m. So, okay, last night, I don't know what they were celebrating, but okay, it was on turbo. Crazy loud parties on the weekend. Number two, the water goes out all the time here. Okay, 4 or 5 times is a lot. And to be honest, it's pretty annoying. Okay, and as far as I know, it's only here in Playas. And the third thing, once in a while the electricity goes out as well. I don't know what's going on with the infrastructure. You guys know that I'm new here, but hey, to be honest, those three negatives that I gave you guys are minor inconveniences compared to the plethora of negatives back home in LA, especially Van Nuys. I would rather deal with this here. For example, I mean, what did I pay for my water bill this month? It was something like $8.58 for the water. Okay, for the month. That's very affordable. Okay. The electricity was I can't recall off the top of my head, but if I'm taking a guess, I believe I paid something like $17, 15 or $17 for the electricity. Keep in mind, I'm not home a lot, guys. Okay, I'm always crossing the line to go to work. So, but I mean, that's very affordable. So, give and take, like I always tell you guys. I mean, these are minor inconveniences, but they are negatives that can be annoying while you live here. Okay, so just be aware. Not everything is all roses and candy over here. It's a different country with different circumstances that you guys will have to deal with if you are going to be moving here to Tijuana. All right, guys. I'm going to be back again with another video, but that'll be it for right now. And I just want to wish you guys um, a great day. Que la vaya bien. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Like I always say, links for my t shirts are going to be in the description. Okay. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a good day. Bye.